I think it's safe to say that change is on my agenda. Change for good. And I embrace that and I enjoy that change. I don't fear it.
Just moments ago, Buckingham Palace confirmed devastating news about Prince William, and the world is in absolute shock. The future king, often seen as the steady heart of the monarchy, is now at the center of a heartbreaking revelation that few could have imagined. Sources close to the palace describe a scene of deep sorrow and disbelief as senior royals rushed to respond. So, what could have possibly happened to the Prince of Wales? Stay tuned as we uncover the emotional truth behind this tragic royal update. Shockwaves through the nation. The moment Buckingham Palace released the statement confirming devastating news about Prince William, the entire nation seemed to pause in stunned silence. It was as if time itself had frozen, leaving millions across Britain and the world grasping to comprehend what had just been revealed. Within mere minutes, the story had ignited a media frenzy, spreading like wildfire across television screens, news websites, and social media feeds. Hashtags and trending topics carried words like heartbreaking, devastating, and unbelievable, reflecting the collective shock, disbelief, and sorrow of a global audience suddenly united in concern. Prince William, the man long admired as the calm and steady anchor of the modern monarchy, had suddenly been placed in the center of a personal storm. For decades, he has been recognized for his composure, empathy, and unwavering sense of duty. He has been a symbol of reassurance for a monarchy navigating change, a figure who embodies both tradition and a modern, compassionate approach to royal life. Yet the palace's brief but poignant statement revealed that beneath that composed exterior lies a deeply human reality. Describing the situation as a deeply personal and difficult moment, the royal household requested privacy for William and his family, reminding the public that even those who seem unshakable face struggles unseen. Across Britain, the news prompted an immediate, spontaneous response from citizens and admirers alike. Crowds gathered outside the gates of Buckingham Palace, not in protest or spectacle, but in quiet solidarity. Flowers, handwritten notes, and small flags began to accumulate along the palace perimeter, each token representing empathy, support, and shared grief. Strangers stood side by side, exchanging solemn nods, quietly acknowledging that this was a moment beyond politics, celebrity, or gossip. It was a moment of shared humanity. Inside the palace, the atmosphere was heavy and subdued. Aides and staff moved with a careful, measured pace, fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Sources describe this as one of the most challenging periods the royal family has faced in recent years, a time when private pain intersects unavoidably with public scrutiny. The decision to release even a brief statement followed extended internal discussion, balancing the need for transparency with the absolute necessity of protecting the family's privacy. The reaction from the public was both immediate and profound. Across homes, offices, schools, and public spaces, conversations turned to Prince William, his steadfast dedication, and the extraordinary pressures of his life. The nation collectively held its breath, sharing in the weight of his burden and offering silent support. In this moment, the prince was not just a royal figure. He was a person under pressure, a reminder that even the most admired and seemingly untouchable lives carry hidden struggles. The world watched, grieved, and empathized, united in an unprecedented wave of compassion for a man who has long served as a symbol of stability and strength. Britain stood still as Buckingham Palace revealed Prince William's deeply personal and shocking news. But what could have forced the palace to break its long-held silence? And how is this private struggle changing the way the world views the monarchy? Let's uncover the full story. Prince William's personal struggle revealed. When Buckingham Palace released the official statement, its carefully measured words masked a depth of emotion that resonated far beyond the printed text. Phrases like deeply personal and difficult moment were chosen with deliberate care, conveying sorrow while fiercely protecting the family's privacy.
During the chat, William details how he hopes to put the monarchy on a new trajectory and name drops his brother in the process.
Yet despite the understated tone, viewers across Britain and around the world immediately sensed the gravity of what had been revealed. There was a shared understanding that this was no ordinary announcement. It was a glimpse into the private struggles of a man who has long been regarded as a symbol of composure and stability. Newsrooms quickly shifted into emergency mode. Television channels interrupted programming to provide live coverage, while reporters attempted to parse the meaning behind each phrase. Social media became an instantaneous global forum for reflection, shock, and sympathy. As millions paused mid-scroll to digest the news, the words on the page carried a weight that rippled through every household, office, and public space, sparking conversations that ranged from hushed whispers to impassioned discussions. Even veteran journalists admitted that they had not anticipated an announcement of such magnitude, noting the unusual combination of brevity, emotion, and significance. Cameras trained on the iconic iron gates of Buckingham Palace, standing silently beneath a muted grey London sky. That single image, imposing, familiar, yet strangely vulnerable in its quiet solemnity, became a symbol of national concern. Behind those gates, even staff members who had served the royal family for decades were described as unsettled, their usual composure tempered by the extraordinary nature of the moment. The decision to release a public statement had not been taken lightly. It followed careful deliberation among senior aides and members of the royal household. Ultimately, it reflected Prince William's own commitment to honesty, a belief that the public deserved transparency, even during moments of personal vulnerability. Messages of support arrived almost immediately from across the globe. World leaders, celebrities, faith leaders, and ordinary citizens alike offered words of encouragement and empathy, acknowledging both the prince's decades of service and his humanity in facing this private challenge. Schools paused lessons to discuss the news with children, offices became spaces for hushed conversations, and commuters on trains and buses shared quiet nods of understanding, reinforcing the subtle yet powerful ways the news united people. This was more than a headline or a fleeting story. It was a moment that transcended borders and backgrounds, bringing together individuals in a shared experience of empathy and reflection. For a man who has long embodied calm, dedication, and quiet strength, the announcement revealed a rare human vulnerability, a reminder that even figures of immense public stature are not immune to life's most personal struggles. In that instant, Prince William became not just a royal figure, but a symbol of collective concern, empathy, and the profound connection between a family and the people they serve. Prince William's personal struggles have captured global attention, sparking shock and reflection. But what does this revelation mean for the monarchy? And which royal duties might suffer setbacks? Now let's uncover the remarkable dedication that drives him every day, despite the weight of expectation. A royal heart in action. Prince William has spent much of his life serving not just as a royal figurehead, but as an active representative of the monarchy, performing official duties and engagements on behalf of the king. His role is far more than ceremonial. Every handshake, speech, and appearance carries weight, embodying the responsibilities of a life dedicated to public service. Over the years, he has emerged as a tireless advocate for causes close to his heart, using his influence to bring attention, resources, and real change to critical issues affecting society. A major part of his work revolves around charitable and military organizations, where he holds patronage for several high-profile institutions. Among these is the Tusk Trust, an organization committed to wildlife conservation in Africa, where William works to protect endangered species and raise awareness about the threats facing the natural world. His dedication to humanitarian causes is equally evident in his work with Centerpoint, a charity focused on homelessness among young people, helping them access safe accommodation and support networks to rebuild their lives. Similarly, his involvement with The Passage, which aids homeless adults in London, highlights his commitment to alleviating human suffering at the grassroots level. Prince William also plays a pivotal role in supporting emergency services and healthcare initiatives. As patron of the Wales Air Ambulance and London's Air Ambulance charity, he champions life-saving services that provide rapid response
I'm delighted to be here tonight to celebrate the work of London's Air Ambulance charity.
And medical care to those in urgent need. His presence in these organizations is not merely symbolic. He actively participates in events, visits bases, and engages with the men and women on the front lines, demonstrating both personal interest and genuine empathy for those who risk their lives daily. Central to his charitable work is the Royal Foundation, a platform through which he channels much of his energy and influence. Through this foundation, Prince William has prioritized initiatives in mental health conservation, homelessness, and the support of emergency workers. He has been instrumental in launching campaigns that tackle the stigma around mental health, advocating for open conversations and access to resources that can save lives. Conservation efforts under the foundation seek to protect ecosystems and endangered species, emphasizing the urgent need to balance human development with environmental preservation. In addressing homelessness, William and the Foundation focus on practical solutions, providing aid and opportunities for vulnerable populations to regain independence. Meanwhile, the welfare of emergency workers receives sustained attention, highlighting the sacrifices and pressures faced by those serving in critical roles. Throughout all these engagements, Prince William balances the weight of tradition with a modern approach to leadership. While rooted in the centuries-old expectations of monarchy, his work demonstrates a contemporary understanding of societal needs, bridging the gap between ceremonial duty and meaningful, tangible action. In every visit, speech, and initiative, he exemplifies a royal who not only bears a title, but actively seeks to leave a positive mark on the world, using privilege as a tool to uplift, protect, and inspire. Prince William tirelessly serves, balancing royal duty with compassionate leadership, charity, and worldwide impact. Could this be the reason why the public struggles to witness him in pain? Now let's explore how Britain unites behind a vulnerable prince. Public mourning and shared humanity. As dusk settled over London, the gates of Buckingham Palace took on an almost sacred glow, illuminated by the flicker of countless candles placed by citizens moved to action. The pavements nearby were transformed into a tapestry of flowers, handwritten notes, and small tributes, quiet expressions of solidarity that spoke louder than words. Across Britain, people from every walk of life paused in thoughtful reflection. Age, social status, and background faded into irrelevance. In that shared silence, a nation felt collectively united. There was no desire for spectacle or attention, only a profound, heartfelt empathy that seemed to ripple from one street to the next. Meanwhile, the digital world mirrored the sentiment on the streets. Social media, often a space for distraction or debate, became a global forum of remembrance and support. Timelines overflowed with photographs capturing Prince William's decades of service.
Actually, now that I've got started, let's keep going, right? It is my great pleasure.
From intimate family moments to public appearances, charitable work, and quiet acts of kindness that had long gone unnoticed. Users shared personal reflections alongside messages of compassion, solidarity, and admiration. Even figures who had distanced themselves from royal life reportedly reached out privately, setting aside past disagreements to acknowledge the gravity of the moment and to honor the prince's humanity. Across continents, people posted tributes with the same recurring sentiment: admiration intertwined with genuine concern. The extraordinary public response unveiled a rarely seen, deeply human side of the monarchy. Prince William, long regarded as the composed and steady anchor of the royal family, was suddenly revealed without the usual shield of formal composure and ceremonial poise. In this fleeting moment of openness, the world caught a glimpse of a man bearing immense responsibility, yet vulnerable to the same struggles and emotions as anyone else. His private sorrow reached far beyond headlines, reflecting back the empathy and compassion of the public itself. This outpouring was not mere fascination with royalty, but a powerful acknowledgement of the enduring bond between the royal family and the people they serve. It was a striking reminder that privilege does not protect anyone from grief. Every candle, Every flower and every message underscored a collective understanding. Sorrow does not discriminate. The public's outpouring reflected the same compassion that Prince William has long embodied through his service, charitable endeavors, and commitment to others. In this convergence of private grief and public empathy, the monarchy's human dimension shone brilliantly. The moment left an indelible mark, demonstrating that beyond titles, crowns, and traditions, there exists a deeply shared humanity, one that binds a prince and a nation in mutual recognition of vulnerability, care, and enduring hope. From flowers to social media, the nation mourns and honors Prince William's human side. But could the immense weight of royal duty be behind this troubling news? And how does he juggle personal life while carrying centuries of expectation? Let's find out. The weight of the crown. From the very moment he was born, Prince William's life has been defined by a burden few could truly comprehend, the weight of a crown he has yet to inherit. Each word he speaks, every gesture he makes, and all his public appearances have been meticulously observed, recorded, and scrutinized by a world eager to measure him against both the legacy of his late mother, Princess Diana, and the promise of a modern monarchy. To the casual observer, he has always seemed composed, poised, and unwavering, the calm at the center of royal life. Yet behind that polished exterior exists a man constantly navigating pressures and expectations that would test anyone, regardless of status or upbringing. For decades, William has faced the delicate, often invisible balancing act between duty and personal life. Simple pleasures that many take for granted, quiet moments with his wife, Kate, laughter echoing through family rooms, or the freedom to live without constant observation, have been rare luxuries. His life has been lived under an unrelenting microscope, where even minor mistakes or expressions are dissected and immortalized in the public consciousness. Friends and insiders suggest that this careful equilibrium has been increasingly difficult to maintain. Over recent months, subtle signs of strain have become apparent: lighter schedules, fewer public engagements, and a visible weariness that seems to shadow his every appearance. The ongoing pressures are not merely professional, they cut deeply into personal life. William must reconcile the immense responsibility of preparing to lead a monarchy with the human desire for intimacy, laughter, and privacy. Every decision, from public engagements to family moments, carries the weight of expectation. It is a constant, silent struggle, one that has long gone unnoticed by those outside palace walls. Yet the recent acknowledgement of his personal challenges has stripped away the long-maintained illusion of invulnerability, offering the world a rare glimpse into the reality of a man living in two worlds, one defined by ceremonial duty and public scrutiny, the other by human need, emotion, and love. This revelation resonates far beyond royal circles. It reminds the public that even those destined to wear a crown are not immune to the burdens of life. They too experience fatigue, struggle with balancing responsibilities, and yearn for ordinary joys. In Prince William, we see a leader molded by duty yet deeply human, navigating the invisible forces that accompany privilege, responsibility, and expectation. Behind the pomp and grandeur lies a man confronting real pressures, facing challenges hidden from public view, and striving to honor both his heritage and his humanity. His journey is a testament not only to resilience, but to the enduring reality that no title or privilege can erase the universal need for love, family, and personal peace. Prince William's human side is coming to light through this news, but who supports him quietly, ensuring his grief isn't exposed? And what must be done to protect the monarchy during this vulnerable moment? Now let's explore the strength that upholds the throne. Kate's quiet strength. Within the quiet, historic corridors of Kensington Palace, an unseen struggle has been unfolding, fought not with grandeur, ceremonies, or public fanfare, but with steadfast love, patience, and unwavering dedication. At the very center of this effort stands Kate Middleton, whose poise and composure, long admired by the public, now reveal an even deeper reservoir of strength and resilience. From early morning school runs to bedtime stories, from shared family meals to small, often unnoticed gestures of reassurance, Kate has quietly fashioned a sanctuary for their three children, a place of warmth, laughter, and stability amidst the relentless scrutiny of the world. Her dedication is far more than a daily routine. It is the invisible thread that holds the family together, helping them navigate challenges that few could fully comprehend. The bond between Kate Middleton and Prince William, already shaped and tested by years of relentless public scrutiny and the immense pressures of royal life, has grown even stronger, revealing a depth rarely seen by the public. Their connection is no longer measured by formal ceremonies, red carpet appearances, or royal duties, but by the quiet understanding, unwavering support, and shared resilience they offer one another. As devoted parents, they work tirelessly to protect their children from intrusion and the burdens of fame, creating a private sanctuary where love, trust, and family unity endure. Inside the palace, staff navigate their duties with careful discretion, fully aware of the sensitive and private nature of the family's lives, while senior royals provide quiet guidance, support, and reassurance. What is often viewed by the world as a grand symbol of tradition, authority, and privilege has quietly transformed into a sanctuary of strength and togetherness. Here, love, patience, and unwavering resilience form the invisible foundation that allows the family to endure challenges, find solace, and face life's pressures with courage and unity. Prince William's personal journey, intertwined with Kate's unwavering support, reveals the deeply human side of royalty, a dimension often hidden beneath crowns, ceremonial uniforms, and media headlines. These intimate moments of patience, tenderness, and perseverance serve as reminders that monarchy is not only about duty or spectacle, it is also about empathy, endurance, and the delicate act of protecting a family while serving the public. Every gesture of care, every patient conversation, every effort to preserve a sense of normalcy demonstrates the extraordinary courage required to maintain humanity under the relentless glare of the world's attention. Amid uncertainty and personal trials, the quiet determination of this family resonates far beyond the palace walls. Their story inspires not only those who follow royal affairs closely, but also countless others who witness the courage, compassion, and commitment displayed in private life. Prince William and Kate Middleton's journey serves as a powerful reminder.
But actually in William and Kate, you see a future king and queen who are driving it forward and taking it on to the next step.
Behind every title, every crown, and every ceremonial appearance, there exists a story of vulnerability, devotion, and quiet strength. Even in the darkest moments, the enduring power of love, the solidarity of family, and the courage to keep moving forward shine brightly, offering hope and inspiration to a nation, and indeed, to the world. So, what do you think of Prince William's shocking news? Could he step back from his royal duties? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.